I like on the front screen that it's easy to find stocks. They give 3 stocks for each kind of category to kind of help you narrow in what you should be looking at. And these actually change pretty frequently. So it's nice to see new stocks coming through and maybe stocks I haven't even been paying attention to. Really great for retail investors like myself. It helps give a lot of information in a way that's easy to read. These graphs are easy to read. They're very simplified information, which I think is important for retail investors. And mostly it just really helps level the playing field for retail investors. Most of the stock market is traded by institutions, and that can be really intimidating and difficult for retail investors because we just don't have those tools. Today is Amazon. Amazon is something I would like for a long-term hold. A low downside breakout, which I like. And then, like I said, high profitability and a high upside breakout. It's a very established company that I already know a lot about. And if it come down to the short-term prediction, the one thing I like to see a lot here is the high net institutional flow. So that means that a lot of institutions are buying this stock, and that helps me know that big money, or institutions, we call them big money, smart money, is buying this stock. And that really helps confirm that it's a good long-term hold, long-term investment, or even a short-term investment. Also in the short-term predictions, I like that the short pressure rating is low, which means that there's not a lot of downward pressure on the stock. It's really got a nice clean break upward and nice growth factor. Looking at the net social sentiment, I'm not surprised that that's low because, like I said, Amazon is a very established company. People aren't really needing to talk about it because it's a very solid company. DraftKings is something that I personally play short term because it has really great seasonality. And what that means is it's definitely stronger during certain times of the year. And that would be, so DraftKings is a sports betting company. So times like the Super Bowl, it's going to be really strong. Early fall when NFL season is starting and fantasy football is starting, it's a very strong stock during those times. So it's a short-term play that I play based on its seasonality and what time of year it is. Looking at the long-term predictions, though, it does have a lot of growth factor, and I think that comes from the fact that sports betting is growing. It's becoming legal in more states, so I'm not surprised to see that. And like I said, I play it short-term, so I'm going to look at the short-term prediction. The net option sentiment is very strong here. Especially, like I said, it's Super Bowl time of the year, so that's not surprising. The social sentiment is also very strong. This is a stock that a lot of retail traders like and talk about and trade. The net institutional flow is pretty good. And it trades a lot in the dark pool. So that is just one that I really like. I like for a short play. So looking for a move to the downside. And that's root. And as you can see right away on the long-term predictions, it's got a very strong downside breakout, which is why I'd want to play the stock short. It doesn't have a super high upside breakout or growth or profitability. All of its other metrics are pretty weak and really skewed towards the downside breakout, which really tells me that this is going to be a good short position. When you look at the short-term predictions, the thing I like to see the most here is the low net institutional flow. Not a lot of big money and institutions are paying attention to the stock, buying the stock. So it's going to be hard for it to be a strong stock, which again is something you want when you're playing a short play or playing a play to the downside.